Hi, Iz. Hey, happy day. Well, I had to run the generator 2 full days, burned through about 2 barbecue tanks of propane, but we're full. This is pretty exciting. So I'm going to wire this up now. Look, it's daytime too, by the way. Holy moly, this is a new phenomenon, being able to work on the system during the day because I got the cool on-off switch. Watch how this works. So this is the charge controller. This is where you take the power from the panels and it regulates to fit your system requirements. My system runs in 24 volts, so it takes the power and runs into 24 volts. You can see this awesome display that shows the current state of battery charge, and that shows how much power we're getting. And that's the switch. So you take it. Look at that awesome click. Look, 0, 0. Battery's getting nothing. Still mostly charged. The other fail-safe before I do this is the inverter. This takes the power from the batteries, 24 volts, and it converts it to 110, or standard output. So to turn this off, I have a separate monitoring system for that as well. And so I've got everything off inside already, so I'm not going to hot wire nothing on. Everything's off inside, and then just boom. And we're silent. Okay, next. Next is disconnect all these batteries. Well, and so for charging purposes, I've got these wired in parallel. I was keeping the voltage the same while doubling the amp hours so I could charge it. But hooking them up into my system, I'm going to run them opposite. I'm going to run them in series. So you connect one positive to one negative. And that stacks the voltage while keeping the 600 amp hours. So also, as an added note, I'm sorry I shot this way. I thought it'd be a short, but it's a lot of stuff. But so this is a little adapter. It's a terminal extender for these lithium batteries. It's an M8 thread pattern. So this goes in, and this is a brass connector. And I just wanted to, keep the cables off of there, keep them a little higher, a little more surge protection. Maybe. I don't know. They look cool too, and they were pretty cheap. But so I added these onto the battery. It's just a flat connection. It's got these little pads. But yep, getting about there. Well, we had very good supervision. Anyways. Well, hey, look at that. I had to do a little bit of reconfiguring. We moved the inverter onto that shelf, the cable lengths. So because of where the terminals are, they were further away than the units, and the cable lengths were kind of specific set. And I haven't invested yet in a cable stretcher. They get expensive when you get fatter gauge cables. So, Dave, thanks, buddy. Dave said, why can't you just move something? And I was like, oh, yeah. So I got to reground the inverter. I got to figure that out because that was a little short. That's not going to make the new home. It comes out of that plug right there, that silver plug. But so that's an inline. That's 150 amp fuse for between the batteries to the inverter, and that'll just surge protect the inverter. That's another layer of protection added. Comes them nice caps to identify positive and negative. So disregard the cable colors. I promise it's all positive and negative wired. It's just I had to do a lot of cable shuffling. And it's funny because I've got, I had 8 batteries wired and now I got 2. So I got a bunch of cable, but whatever. Maybe one of these days I'll buy some red. So I always just buy one color. I buy red or I buy black. And now what I got going here is I got to discharge them. We're at 26. Full charge is about, I think it was like 27 or 27.2. I've got the refrigerator running on electric, and I've got the switch is off to not let them charge. You're supposed to give them a full good discharge cycle. And maybe I'll do that a couple times. I don't know. These are supposed to last 10 years. So what's nice about that is I can increase the storage capacity. I can add 2 more of these basically and double this capacity. So they'll be within specific safe operating limits. But that's going to need a lot more solar, and that wind turbine's going to have to get going. That's going to be a project for next year. I got the birds I got to get going. So look at that. All this power. Oh, finally got power in the power shed too. Oh man, how funny. I got all this power in here. I never could even like plug in a light bulb. So I'm hoping like a fan and maybe heating pads for the winter. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. New upgrade installed. Check you later.